Learning's all about access, and that's the challenge of our time, is getting students to have access to the learning experiences that our teachers are providing. The pandemic hit last spring. We were closed in Utah, 4th term, and our students engaged in a fully remote learning experience for the end of the year last year.
To deliver education in a safe, real-time manner has become our biggest challenge.
The pandemic pronounced that challenge of access, changing the way that we deliver instruction.
We've had hybrid schedule, we've had face-to-face, we've had full remote learning, digital delivery. Our students are still achieving, they're still learning, and a big part of that is capability to deliver with technology.
Our classes are large, and it's hard for people to hear what their teacher's saying. It's hard for teachers to use an elevated voice for an extended period of time in a way that preserves the classical tone of a friendly teaching experience. Audio Enhancement's solution for audio is helping us ensure that students are accessing that content in the way the teacher intended it to be said. It's really hands-off for our teacher. The microphone's right there, on, off, mute, pause, volume control, and there's not really a whole lot of noticeable hardware except for an attractive little teardrop microphone. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind for the students. They just walk in and they can hear their teacher. It puts the focus on the lesson and the learning, which is where it should be.
The past year has been the most challenging ever in the history of education.
It's a part of our life now to wear a mask for disease prevention purposes, but a mask does in some ways make it harder to hear and understand what people are saying. Having the access to an amplification tool counteracts some of the negative effects of mask wearing in that classroom experience.
It doesn't matter that we have to wear masks. The audio that we can hear, the lessons taught, the experiments, everything that happens in the classroom is not inhibited.
We're focusing on how to maintain the social and emotional well-being of our students. And relationships is key to that. Tonality and volume in our communications is essential to our relationships. When a student comes in, and because of the pressures that the pandemic have put on our society in general, in homes and workplaces and families and communities, a loving, caring teacher can communicate their love and care. Audio amplification just makes that more of a possibility. In a handful of our schools, we're taking our experience with audio enhancement beyond just microphones and speakers and amplification. We're looking at whole school solutions like the Epic solution, where it's a system that drives the bell, the announcements, and provides some really great central controls for office personnel in their communication with the classrooms. That system integrates really nicely with the microphones that we already know how to use and love in our classrooms.
Audio enhancement has given us the tools to deliver real-time education. We started with ViewPath before the pandemic to have the capability for professional development, where we could actively collaborate to improve teaching practice and give feedback that has a tangible visual example.
We're looking to video solutions more and more. We've been using the ViewPath system, particularly in our pandemic response when we have lots of students who are missing school for quarantines, or in a school closure when we're fully remote and we need to deliver video-based instruction. But this isn't a pandemic thing. While the need for digital delivery of what's happening in the classroom right now is pronounced because of the pandemic, we're gonna need it way after the pandemic because the way we teach and learn is changing. The future of learning is going to require us to give our students access to the classroom experience on demand. If a kid's missing school now because of a quarantine, that's not that different from a kid who's missing school in spring of 2023 because he's on a trip or needs to access remote instruction to accelerate his pace or wants to do some kind of concurrent school enrollment. We're looking forward to exploring how a seamless audio-video integrated system can help us deliver instruction across boundaries.
We've tried to be adaptable with our practice, with our technology. So with that, we feel very fortunate with tools like audio enhancements, audio, ViewPath to keep us ahead of the curve.